as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Double time. You got three down. Check safety.
Snap.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Go.
Stop right there.
Hey. High 7. Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Romo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Check 41. Watch the curl.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Zip it. Motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Looking to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
30 base.
Let's go,
This.
On 1st and 10, Romo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Romo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Romo. Cooper's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Crunch.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun on third down, Romo, wide open receiver, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now.
Switch. Kill. Check 99.
Ready.
Now Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll drop the throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Romo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Romo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Romo throwing again. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
Stephon Diggs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
when you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Now a loose football, the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at the big man rumble. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready! 90 Wolf! Snap!
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Back to throw here. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Check back 21. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it. Go.
Here's Romo now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 49 yards.
Check back 21. Better break. You better break.
General West.
Let me know right now. You
Speed grip.
Romo now to throw it. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 57 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Mike 41. We've got a win.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Second and goal at the Cowboys' 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Check 41. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Jump up. Check.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watch the edge.
36, 36.
They'll give to Spiller. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Again on the ground. Again, it's Spiller.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Romo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,